Hey everybody, Tony George, Doc Sports. Friday update, Major League Baseball, St. Louis Cardinals at the New York Mets tonight. Um, let's get a free play winner. We've stunk here the last two or three free plays. So there's a couple different ways to play this, and this brings in a run line system uh, algorithm that we use. Um, what I like to do and what we started doing last year in Major League Baseball was I have a guy on board again this year, same staff capper, that had an algorithm system where he takes short to medium sized favorites, which are usually 99.9% of the time the better team. So you have and they have to win by more than 1.5 runs. But that takes that minus 150 or minus 120 or minus 130 to a plus 150 number or higher. And then the losses, you're not laying a bunch of heavy juice, you know. So this game kind of falls into that category. Now, they're a chalky favorite at 160, New York Mets are. They probably got the strongest home field in baseball. They have the better team. They by far have the better starter tonight. Now, McCullough for St. Louis has been a dumpster fire so far this year, over a 6 ERA. They're going to light him up. He was a dumpster fire last year. He's a very hittable pitcher. We got Juan Soto and company floating around in there, put up a bunch of runs on him here. I don't see a way that St. Louis is going to get over it. Now they won. Now the Mets won yesterday 4-1. I would expect something very similar. St. Louis definitely struggled at the plate, and they're just hit and miss. You never know what you're going to get right now with St. Louis. The Mets, to me, seem a lot more consistent. Now, if you play the run line, you go from minus 160 to plus 135. And I think they can win by multiple runs tonight. You're talking about the Cardinals, who are 1-6 away from home, and the Mets that are 6-1 at home, with the better team and the better starter, by far. I'm going to play the run. If you wanted to lay $1.60, that's got a high probability, very high. I think we still have a probability factor with the run line of around 58 to 60% is what it's kicking out. We like the probabilities for premium plays to be 70% and above. And that's what it does. It kicks out a probability factor of those short favorites that will win by more than one run, then just cover the regular, money line. But this one here, I could see a 5-2, 6-1, 6-2 type game. I think the Mets will put up more than they did yesterday, which was 4 runs, and St. Louis managed 1. Run line, New York Mets tonight. Get a plus number on them. Over at the website, the NBA playoffs are underway. The play-in game's still kind of happening. A couple of them tonight. We've got a play in the Atlanta-Miami game. We have a prop card with 2 props on it, one for each game. And we have a 6-unit player prop in the NBA in the Dallas and Memphis game, and a 3-unit prop in the early game. So we have a 4-unit side, and then we have a 2-pack on a prop card. We also have a Major League Baseball best bet. We're narrowing it down, I think, just to 1 today. We're running close to release time here, but we're waiting for a few things to come in. But we'll have a Major League Baseball card up for you. Doc Sports, free $60. Link in the description below. Never been a member? We'll give you a free $60 that comes with a profit guarantee. There's also a tab on the website that says free $60. Get an account. Zero hassles. We will have PGA picks head-to-head for the RBC Heritage. down in Hilton Head on Saturday and Sunday after the cut today. It's a signature event. A lot of big names in this tournament. Despite the fact it's a week after the Masters, we'll give you some head-to-head Saturday and Sunday. And we will have, last week we went 2-1 in the UFL. We will have UFL picks on Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to pass in the game tonight. The total's sharp, and I don't want to lay 7.5 out of the gate, even though Michigan's at home. But we may have a top play on Sunday in the totals department if the line stays steady. Doc Sports is where you get it. Come over and visit us.